Hello Dragonlings, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know, my name is Sky, and I typically write paranormal romance under the name S.D. Hegyes. My first 2020 release, Damned and Desolate, the first book in the Damned and Dangerous Quartet, is available through Amazon, and if you are a Kindle Unlimited subscriber, you can read it for free. This video is going to be a little bit different, more so than my previous videos, because this video is the first time I've ever created a Kanban board. I've heard a lot about them. I've seen other authors and other creative people use them to accomplish what they want to do, and the job I worked at previously used them, although I never saw them used properly there in the areas I was working in. So I know that they work, but I've never actually had the desire to use them myself until recently. I've been feeling a little overwhelmed with everything I want to accomplish for this quarter. I also have been feeling like I haven't been getting anything done. It's been an awful year for the most part, worldwide, and even in my own personal life before everything went down, basically has been more down than up. And so I've been feeling really terrible isn't quite the right word, but exhausted is really pretty close, and depressed is really close. I thought maybe doing a Kanban board would help with those feelings of not accomplishing anything, because the way a Kanban works is that it is sectioned off into 3 categories. Tasks that you want to do for a certain period of time, tasks that you're working on during a certain period of time, and tasks that you have completed within that certain period of time. Most people that I see doing these Kanban boards work in quarterly stints, and that's what I will be doing as well. I purchased a blue poster board from Walmart for less than 70 cents, and then I used some washi tape I've had around that I'm pretty certain I purchased at Dollar Tree in order to section off my 3 areas. I have already discovered that the middle area, which is for tasks that are being worked on, is too big, and if I do this in the future, I may end up decreasing the size of that section, making it a little bit smaller, because I don't really need it as big as it is, and I do need more room in the sections where I put the tasks that I need to do, as well as the tasks that are completed. The first thing I did after I created my poster board and sectioned it off is I made a bunch of master lists of all the tasks I want to get done for this quarter. I took a bunch of lined paper and I put headings at the top of various projects I wanted to do and ideas, and then listed every single thing I needed to do in order to accomplish those main goals. In the end, I had 8 pages of paper with the following projects. Dear Satan, which is my first quarter 7-day challenge that I did in March. Slayer, which is the quarter 2 7-day challenge. An anthology I would like to work on. The Damned and Dangerous Quartet. Beta reading. YouTube. A co-author project I am working on, as well as miscellaneous tasks that didn't really fall into any category. Once I had those 8 lists done, I purchased sticky notes, which I wanted to use in order to write the individual tasks for each project. And then I divided up my major projects into categories based on what they were and assigned them all a sticky note color. All of the projects that are revolving around my S.D. Hegyes name are pink, which means that includes Dear Satan, Slayer, the anthology, and the Damned and Dangerous Quartet. Any tasks I have dealing with beta reading are orange. Any tasks I have dealing with YouTube are yellow. Any co-author related tasks are in blue. And all my miscellaneous tasks are in purple. I did realize after the effect, as I was filming this, that blue was probably a bad color to choose because my sticky notes blend in with my poster board. So in the future, again, if I redo this instead of using the same board, I'll probably switch to one of my green poster boards and switch it out for the blue one, just so that the blue sticky notes do not blend in with the blue poster board. Joke's on me. When I was attaching the sticky notes to my Kanban board, I did organize them in a way so that I could group them together by their project. So some of the tasks I have are kind of layered with various things, smaller tasks that make up the entire project. For example, when you're looking at my pink sticky notes, that's the major one because I have so many more projects there that are all revolving around the same color. So that's the one I'm going to talk about. I have a whole stack of sticky notes dealing with the second book in the Damned and Dangerous Quartet, a set dealing with Slayer, a set dealing with the anthology, a set dealing with Damned and Dangerous Book 3, a set dealing with Damned and Dangerous Book 4, and a set for Dear Satan. That's a lot of things going on, but because I have it also broken down into smaller tasks that are much more manageable, I feel like I can get a lot more accomplished. And the same is true with everything else that I put on this Kanban board. I have already filled up my currently working on section of things I would like to get done this week. One of the things that I want to emphasize is that especially like the bigger tasks, like everything I need to do in order to get the second book in the Damned and Dangerous Quartet series published, they are all, each individual task is listed on a sticky note, and until I complete the sticky note prior, I cannot add another sticky note from that list until the previous one has been moved. So a good example is that I have one says edit Damned and Dangerous Book 2 Chapter 1 and then edit Damned and Dangerous Book 2 Chapter 2. I cannot move the edit Chapter 2 down to the currently working on section until the edit Chapter 1 gets moved down to the completed tasks. That is something I'm going to emphasize with this. For me personally, I am not allowing myself to move tasks from the need to do section down to the currently working on section until the previous task that's with that project has been moved from the currently working on section down to the completed section. What that will allow me to do is make sure I don't overwhelm myself, and it will also allow me to see how much I'm actually getting done based on what I think I can get done, which is the whole point of this, at least for me. I don't know how other people feel about Kanban boards, but I need this in order to make me feel like I'm accomplishing things when it feels like I'm not. So hopefully that will help with that. The other thing I hope to accomplish with this is just keeping up with all the individual things. I am constantly adding things to my to-do list, and most of them are like smaller miscellaneous things that I just forget to do. And I'm hoping with the Kanban board, it will help make that a little easier. I feel like I'm going to add a bunch of little purple sticky notes to this Kanban board in the need to do section, and that's okay. This is just the stuff that I know I need to get done this quarter as of right now. I know a lot of people who do the Kanban boards, that's what they need to get done, and that's all they need to get done. They don't ever add to it. They just move the sticky notes around as they work on it. Whereas for me, this is just basically a message board. These are tasks you need to get done. Let's get them done. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this ends up working for me, but I have really high hopes for it, honestly, and we'll just see how it ends up. If you have used Kanban boards yourself, feel free to comment down below how they work for you. If this is something that you are thinking about doing in the future, I do have a video listed below that I found really helpful when I was trying to create my own. It is from Sarah Cannon, who is a multi-book author who has successfully been using a Kanban board for a couple of years. I've only seen one of her Kanban board videos, and that was the one I used in order to help me make my own. But I found it really helpful to learn more about Kanban boards through her video and see how she made it work for her. That being said, if you're interested in that, it will be listed down in the description below. Otherwise, I'm going to just continue filling out these little sticky notes and attaching them to my board and then rearranging everything until it works the way I want it to. I'm still not 100% happy with it even after filming this, but it's getting closer to what I envision in my head. I am a bit of a perfectionist in that the sticky notes not being directly on top of each other is bugging me, and not being directly even with each other is like driving me insane. But that's the whole point of doing this, is that it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be there. That is all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye, Dragonlings.